Where's the camera? Oh, hello there. The Brother Holmes here. Today I'm bringing you my very own data pack that I just made, and it is called Custom Spawners. Yeah. So this one is going to make it so you can have whatever kind of spawner you want. I'll show you exactly what I've added and how it works. And if there's anything specific you're looking for in this video, I'll leave some timestamps in the description below. Now, the first item is not something that I added, but it is going to be a recipe that you'll need to know. The beacon block. It's made with glass, obsidian, nether star. And the reason you're going to need to know how to make that is because I made it so you can craft a totem of undying using a beacon block and 4 gold blocks, kind of like the same type of shape you would do a golem. Alright, another recipe you're going to need to know, and this one's not one I added, this is actually in the game. The end crystal. Glass around an Eye of Ender and a gas tier. The Eye of Ender, if you don't know, is made using ender pearl and blaze powder. And this is the recipe for a spawner. You'll need 4 end crystals, a totem of undying, and 4 iron blocks. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're going to need a lot of nether stars for this mod pack. Well, I did not make this data pack, sorry. I didn't make this data pack to be easy. But you can kind of have a little bit of an automation here. I mean, one of the eggs that I added is the wither skeleton egg. That's made with a wither skeleton skull and surrounded by coal blocks, totem of undying. Yeah, you'll need a totem of undying for that. So you'll have to at least get 4 wither skeleton skulls, 3 to make the wither. Then use that to make the totem of undying, and then use this to make your very own wither skeleton spawner. And in case you didn't know, there's a mechanic in the game where if you right click on a spawner with a spawn egg, well, look at that. Just changed it to a wither skeleton spawner. And every spawner has rules. Here, I'll show you. Now, you're probably wondering, why is this pig spawner not spawning anything? It's because the rule for this spawner is that it needs grass to spawn on. See? Put down grass. And now there are pigs. Alright, now keep that in mind when making these spawners, because certain spawners have different rules. Like a spawner for fish has to be underwater. A lot of them just make sense, like hostile mobs have to be in the dark, most of them. Now, if you'd like to see the recipes, I'm about to show you the recipes, so if you want to be surprised and discover them by yourself, you might want to turn away at this moment. But here is a quick summary of the recipes. We'll go over each and every one of these individually. If you want to take a quick glance at this, give you a good idea of how these recipes work. Now, there's the chicken spawn egg, creeper, the magma cube, the cow spawn egg, spider spawn egg, the pig, the horse. Now this is a saddle. It looks different because of the resource pack I'm using. A mushroom, just like the regular cow, but mushroom stew underneath. Turtle. Silverfish. Now these are blocks of iron. I know a lot of these things are pretty obvious what they are, but let's see. And this one is llama. You can use any type of carpet here. And there's a lead. Zombie pigmen, because they hold a golden sword. And this one I showed you before, the wither skeleton. And this one is the Vindicator. You need the villager spawn egg in order to do this one. This one's a regular guardian. A phantom. This one is for cod. A lot of mobs like fish, so some of these recipes are going to require fish. This one's for slime. Now, I'm going to skip over that one real quick because that one could make or break the recipe pack. I mean, if you can kind of see it, you could probably guess what all those are, but that one is for the evoker, and obviously the evoker drops the totem of undying. I made that one specifically hard to make because I don't want it to just automatically be broken as soon as you get the recipe. It's intended to be hard. Anyway, moving on. The skeleton. The ocelot. The zombie. This is the zombie villager, and again you need a villager spawn egg. This one's for pufferfish. The blaze. A zombie horse. This is the villager spawn egg. The polar bear, and those are snow blocks. This is the wolf. And this is another one that I thought needed to be time gated, so I put popped coarse fruit in as part of the recipe. That way people aren't just going to automatically get them, and it puts a little difficulty into the pack. A rabbit. And this one is what you probably thought would be an enderman, but this is endermite. The salmon. This one is the Vex. I didn't know what to make for the recipe. As a matter of fact, if you have any suggestions, feel free to comment below as to any changes you think that should be made in this pack, and I'll take them into consideration. And here we have the mule, which requires a donkey egg and a horse egg. And this one here is the husk. Now you're probably thinking, why a bucket? Well, the other day I just realized that husks do not burn in the sun. And I kind of thought of that as like a helmet. And put some sand to go with it. And here is the recipe for the gas egg. And this is the parrot spawn egg. Tropical fish. The skeletal horse. This is the cave spider. Those are fermented spider eyes. And here we have the donkey, because you tend to put a chest on the back of it. And this is the drowned. That's another reason why I thought about putting the empty bucket over the husk, because the drowned had a bucket. I figured bucket of water, you know, because they're drowned. And here is the dolphin spawn egg. And I was a little unsure about it. I think I like it, but again, if you have any suggestions, leave them in the comments. An Elder Guardian spawn egg, which brings up the subject that, you know, some of these might actually be a little harmful to be using in a spawner, but I don't know. Like I said, leave comments below and we'll see what we can do about it. I know that if you know how to modify the packs, you can just take any of these out. I have them clearly labeled which spawn egg is which. And here's the bat. I thought this was pretty clever because I was puzzled on this one. But I looked up on the wiki, like not Minecraft wiki, but regular Wikipedia about bats, and they were talking about how their wings are just made out of bones and membrane. So I thought that was pretty clever. And the sheep, of course, that's white wool. Oh, I just got thinking. I probably should have made it so you could use any type of wool. It'll probably come in version 2. Anyway, I did make it so you can use any type of carpet. That part was a little bit of an oversight, but I'll fix that. And here's a squid. And a shulker. This is a stray. Those are snowballs and bone blocks. And the witch, which was also something that I thought was a hard one to decide on. That's it requires a villager spawn egg. A stick, which I'm kind of imagining it's a magical wand. And I didn't really want to use glowstone dust in this because of the fact that you know, you have to go to the nether for it, and I don't know, maybe it's too easy of a recipe, I don't know. But like I said, leave a comment in the comments below, and we'll see if there's any changes that we need to make. All right, and again, there's the recipe for the spawner. And there's the recipe for the Totem of Undying. All right. Well, as for the first spawn egg, you'll probably want to make the wither skeleton, and then turn a spawner that's already in the world into a wither skeleton spawner. That way, you can start automating the wither, and then it'll make things a little bit easier. All right, well, that's about it. And that's about it, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe if you'd like to. All right. Thank you. Bye.